Alberta Premier Alison Redford resigned on March 19, 2014. At a campus event, we asked provincial opposition leader Danielle Smith for her opinion on the matter.
That the problem is not the leader of the party is the party itself. By the time we go into the next election, we will now face the fourth new premier in essentially as many years. And that, I think, demonstrates that the party is in chaos. They don't really have a clear direction or vision on where it is they want to go. There's an attitude of entitlement that is set in that goes well beyond the Premier's office, that includes, I think, all of the front bench cabinet ministers, as well as has seeped into the bureaucracy. And the only way that you can change that is by changing government.
How do you think the resignation affect women in politics?
Well, what I would say, and I'm not sure why people are assuming that Ms. Redford's problems were because she was a woman. I think that there were a lot of mistakes that she made that other political individuals have made as well, of getting too caught up in the entitlements and the perks of office. That's not something that's unique to a woman. I think we've seen lots of men who have had a similar issue. There were also, I think, problems that she faced in not following through on her promises and her commitments. And I think lots of men, male politicians, do the same thing as well. So I think that her issues go far beyond her gender. I don't think that this is a setback for women at all. Let's remember that part of the reason why she's losing support is she's losing it to the Wildrose, led by a woman. We've got strong women in the Liberal caucus. We've got strong women in the NDs as well. This is really, I think, a reflection on her leadership style, not a reflection on her gender.
And we also went out to see what students thought.
What is your opinion on Alison Redford's resignation?
I think it was a good choice on her part. I think it speaks a lot to Canadian politics.
It was probably for the best, given her party sort of falling apart at this point.
I think there's a lot of pressure from the party, a lot of infighting.
I'm not sure if it makes too much of a difference if the party still stands for what it stands for.
It's a little questionable given that there could be a lot more controversy that could be going on.
What do you think this means for the future of the party in Alberta politics?
I think everything will be okay. I don't really see any big problems.
It could be interesting to see how the Wildrose sort of picks up steam after this happens.
I'm sure people will still support them for the things that they were supporting them for in the past.
Hopefully the Conservatives will be able to bounce back. I imagine we probably will have a Wildrose government next. We've been such a conservative province for so long. I imagine that's probably where we're going to stay.
Maybe Nenshi steps up. He can kind of come into play and see if he can make waves in the PC party. But I think it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see who comes into power after this.
All right. Thank you very much.
For NUTV, I'm Alexander Gibb.